All right. What's going on, everybody? Let me know if you could hear me. Um, I don't know what this is going to look like. This is like a different camera. I don't know if it's coming through clear, if it looks weird, if it's delayed. I don't know. I haven't tested it. I just hooked it up and I just got it popping. So let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah, I need your cosign. And if it's wait, am I? If it's delayed in any way, let me know. Can you hear me? Yeah, you won. But can you hear me? Loud and clear. Thanks, Miss Jenny. I appreciate that. So Darlene won. She won the Rock Pals, which is cool. Really? Three cheers, Darlene. Does it? Boom. There you go. Hey, 2%. What's up, MJ? My wife said I be winning stuff all the time, and I don't know about all the time, but I do win stuff. I actually won an EcoFlow river bank, which was an interesting device. Um, yeah. What's up, Felix? Man, good to see you, man. I appreciate you, man. I read your comment, and I was like, man, Felix was one of my early viewers, so I appreciate that, man. You've always been encouraging and supportive. Thank you. You're welcome. So, all right. The Rock Pals, boom. Darlene won it. Not a whole lot of people entered. It was probably like a good 12 comments. I was like, man, this is a good chance of winning. And that's what I like about it. I want people who like hang out on the lives. No disrespect or no ill feelings to people who don't hang out on the lives. And I'm kind of like fine tuning it because I told Day One Fishing that if he was interested in what I was giving out next, I would like put an entry in for him. So I would essentially just comment and be like, this comment is for Day One Fishing. Because I know he subscribed to the channel and I know he rocks with me. But and I'll fine tune it and tweak it as time goes along. But for now, it's like, people who are on the live, they get to comment their thing. They get to comment telling me where they commented so I can go back and see that they commented. Because the goal, no matter what, the goal is to be able to give stuff away to my subscribers and the people who like rock with me. That's the goal. I'm not at a place where I want to like use it to get subscribers. Now, if somebody like a company gave me something to give away, then I might be like, yeah, okay, you got to be subscribed, give away, because they want that publicity. But I don't necessarily want publicity for giving away these devices that I got to give away to my people who rock with me. All right, let's get this Zoom together. I feel like this looks a lot better than my webcam. So I'm cool with that. I may still have to figure out lights and stuff like that, but I'm happy with the quality of this. It seems a lot better. I think it's only 720, but I'll take it. What's up, Rick? Karma? What's happening? VM, Siobhan, Dominique. Don't forget the thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, don't forget to do that. So a little housekeeping. Um, we talked about Darlene. She won the dip. So Darlene emailed me at solarquestions@askive.com. Um, thanks, 2%. I appreciate that. What's up, Robert? The regenerative life. What's happening? I'm pretty sure ASE is I say. I actually had to look up that to see what it means because Umar Johnson says that all the time. I know it means something. It's kind of like amen or whatever. All right, MJ, I feel you. Listen on. Just glad you're here. 5 by 5. I know what that means now. um. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. You want to play with the bugs?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. You got it? I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Thanks, Obama. All right. Oh, snap. So what I want to do, so let me talk about what happened with the giveaway. So what I did, just so you are clear about the rules and how they will be going forward. If you're on the live, make a note of what time it is in the actual live ticker, not the actual time on the clock. Um,
Yeah.
and then after the live is over, comment on this same live and put a timestamp to when you commented so that I can see your comment and then verify that it's there. And then if you're, of course, if you're interested in what I'm giving away, but this is how you do it. And then I'll use a comment picture, pretty much the same one Led uses, Led Farmer 73, if you're not familiar. And I'll pick the person who wins, and then I'll comment under that person's comment, letting them know that they won, and that they should email me at solarquestions@askive.com. Boom. Um, I do want to say thank you to, there are some people who will send me like Cash Apps and Venmos and PayPal. I'm appreciative of that, of people who say thank you with coins. That's always a good look. Super chats are still popping. If I miss your question, that's what the super chats are for. They kind of show support and also put your comment right in front of me. Um, YouTube does take a snippet, but you know, that's okay. Thanks, Lee. I appreciate that. And I feel like, why don't we do the Aguei on this one? So, if anybody's interested in winning the Aguei, the same thing applies. I just talked about the rules. Go back and listen to them if you're unclear about it. Ask a question if you're unclear. Let's talk about the Aguei real quick. This is about a 400 watt hour device. They may have even underrated it to 380. 380 is the official listing, but I think it's like 4 something watt hours. I think it has a 400 watt one of these. It does not have a 12-volt socket, but you could easily buy a 5521 to 12-volt socket. I have one of those around here. You guys should know what those look like. It charges from 5521. So if you already have a power station that uses 5521, typically the smaller ones, you can charge from that, or you can charge from Anderson. My Rock Pals solar panel has an Anderson cable, so it can plug right into this. And it does dual charge. So you can charge it from here and from the USB-C. Now, the USB-C is rated at 45 watts, but it takes in 60 from the charge. I didn't even know that it dual charge. I was like stoked when I figured that out. I decided to test it. So this dual charges, and we'll give this one away on this live. So if you are interested, follow the instructions, you know, notate your comment after the video, and we'll figure out how to send this to you. You have to be in the lower 48, because I feel like shipping to Hawaii and Alaska is crazy. But if you know, if you, oh, I also feel like I don't know how much I'm going to learn a lot from shipping this to Darlene. I'll be able to figure out about how much these things will cost to ship. I may not necessarily be able to absorb all of that cost. You may have to toss me 10 or 15 bucks, but hopefully it's worth it for you to get a free device. Just saying. Uh, what's up, Diva? Hey, Kimber Jack. Boy, do I live. Oh, I don't know what that means. Okay, sitting here thinking how I was supposed to be doing something, and another day going to pass, I didn't do it. Hey, such is life. Such is life. All right. I really enjoy this aspect of like only having people who are subscribed to the channel be able to comment. I think that that's going to cut down on the troll activity tremendously. They will literally have to subscribe to my channel to come in here talking crazy. I feel like that's something Led should do. But it's like you want new people to be able to come in and interact, but I don't know if I'm committed like you read about. I don't know if I'm committed to that. My introvert is like, you know what? I'm cool. The people who rock with me, y'all hang out. Everybody else can listen and comment after. So this is what it is. Rick says I got my AC 300 and B 300 last week. That's what's up. What kind of panels did you get, Rick? All right. So I ordered. It hasn't come yet. Actually, it was supposed to come today. I wonder if it came today. I don't think it did. I ordered a Renogy. I have the page up. Let me find these links here. I ordered a Renogy 50-watt folding panel. It was on sale for $70. It's actually still on sale for $70. It's the EFlex 50. And for $70, it normally goes like 140. I was like, you know what? I could do that. That's why I did it. I ordered that a couple of days ago, and I'm really excited about it. Not even for the panel. One, there's not a whole lot of videos out there, reviews on this and that, which is a channel that I watch from time to time when he does videos that I'm interested in. He is also around here in the comments and stuff like that. So it's a channel that I'm kind of I associate with, along with like Jason Nord and Prepping on the Creek, and actually another one I like. He commented on my post today. It's called, shoot, I don't want to make stuff up. I'm gonna find it in a second. So I'm mainly excited about that because it has adapters with it, kind of like this. I love like when I buy stuff and stuff comes with it. Because I was thinking about buying these. It actually comes with a 5521 cable. I think the cable is going to be a nice size. I love these cables. I want to talk about these in a second because I charge a lot of power stations using this cable. It doesn't put a whole lot of power. It depends on what the cable or the port is rated for. I'm still kind of experimenting with that. But what I do is I use it to dual charge. So I may plug this into the EB70 and then do USB-C along with it to charge, let's say, what has dual charging around here? Ooh. Actually, this one has dual charging. So we'll pop this in here, plug it into another power station, and then run USB-C into here, and then it's good money. Good money. Charging at about 100 watts. You can't beat that. 100 watts against 300, money. 100 watts against 400 watt hours, money. I love it. My smart list charges from Dual, but it has a weird connector. It actually uses like this one, which is why at some point it'll probably be one I give away. As I get more power stations and they are more like synergistic with what I have, like the Oops has an 8mm port. The Big Blue has a 5521. I have other ports. I have other power stations with those ports, but the smart list has this weird one. So it's like when I have to decide which ones I'm going to keep, the smart list is probably going to be one I'm going to get rid of. That'll be down the road though. Actually, I'm probably going to get rid of the trusty Go Labs 2. This will probably be like not the next one, but the one after that. And y'all don't be shy. If y'all don't want to enter, then don't enter. But if you want to enter and you have power stations and you balling out of control, it's up to you. You know what I mean? If you want to win it, that's cool with me. But I think it's admirable that some people say, you know, I'm good. I'm not going to enter the giveaway. That's what's up. I dig it 100%. But I'm excited about that panel. What else does it come with? I think it comes with something else. Oh, it comes with an MC4 cable. So it seems like it has the ability to power from both directly 5521, which I like. And it seems like it has the ability to go from MC4 to a power station, which I like as well. So it's a cool little device. It's not going to put out a whole lot of power, but for something as portable as that, folding, I'm looking forward to testing it out. Day one fishing, what's happening, man? Code hack. Oh, when I want to enter for the Aguei, I like the compact size. Thanks. Hey, man, go for it. I'll probably explain the instructions a couple times because sometimes I forget stuff. And then I'll put timestamps in the video so that you can go back and actually you could go to the last live and I have timestamps in that one and you could listen to the instructions. I think I give them about 3 times. Steve, what's happening? I'd like to have 10. Okay. Yo, I caught the lie. What's good? Hey, I used my air fryer with the EV120. I just bought my wife an air fryer for her birthday. He's Day One Fishing is saying that he used his air fryer with his EB120. Can y'all even see my wife? Okay, there she goes. You have to wave again because you can see yourself. Weirdo.
I got waving for myself. That's right. What did he say? I missed it.
He just said he used his air fryer with his device. That's all.
Oh, okay.
That's nothing, man. You know.
I so far don't like the air fryer.
Yeah, she doesn't like the air fryer.
Yeah,
I think she overcooked the fries.
Yeah,
But
that's why. I mean, it's my first time
yeah.
trying something, and it's like there's a learning curve, and it's like I don't know if I want to go through the process of learning it, but I posted on Facebook, and it was like, yeah, don't give up, and they gave me all these tips and tricks, and I was like, all right, I'll hold on to it for a while. I got till January 31st.
January 31st. That's how long she got to figure it out. All right, let me scroll up and see what y'all snapping and trapping about. Steve said, I'd like to have 10. Man, I have, no lie, y'all, I think I have 17 power stations. Isn't that crazy? 17 of them. And that's why I'm giving them away, because that was always the plan. My plan when I got into this YouTube channel was to be able to get stuff and be able to give it away, because I can't keep it all. And I don't want to. It's like, I like, you know what I mean? Helping folks out. What do you feel about Daisy chaining Jackery stations to Bluetti ones to charge them? The brand is almost irrelevant. If something can charge from something, it's fine. It doesn't. I don't have any thoughts about that. What's up, Dennis? It just is what it is. You charge. I'm actually powering my laptop with a Jackery. I like this little Jackery. I mean, I always have. It's not disappointing. It's holding me down. It's charging my laptop right now. Did you have any specific question, Chloe K? Dennis asks, how's the solar setup in the front of your house working out for you? Dennis, that's a really good question. So because my son has shifted, I pretty much, and I bought a long enough cable. I think I bought a 40-foot cable for that. I pretty much grab that panel and bring it around to the back. It pretty much lives back there because I don't get a whole lot of sun in my front yard anymore. It's like the sun just lives like right over here in my neighbor's house, just casts a nice little shadow on it. And it's just like, sucks. So I bring it around the back and it rocks out. It rocks out. I get sun until about 5 or so. And sometimes I can bring it out into the front because then I'm perpendicular. Yeah, I'm perpendicular with the sun, not parallel, perpendicular. Yeah. So the sun will be like over here and my panel will be sitting like this. Whereas like the whole day, the sun is kind of like over here, south. And then all of a sudden it kind of comes here. And then my last like 2 hours, I get sun on that panel until it goes off and sets. What's going on, Sunday Backyard Farmer? Russell Muscle. That's a cool name. Can you get solar through a car windshield to your solar panel? Maybe something, but I don't think so. I don't know though. But my understanding is that a lot of the newer windshields, they don't necessarily want the sunlight coming in. So I don't think so. Welcome back, MJ. Oh man. Okay, never heard of Amtime. I've seen Amtime around. Linda asks, don't you worry about someone taking off with your panels? I do. Just to keep it a buck, I do. Every morning I wake up and they're still out there. I thank God. We don't necessarily live in a neighborhood where I think they would walk away. It's not like the grimiest, but it's not the nicest either. The main thing that concerns me is the amount of traffic that my neighbor brings because he kind of does like work and stuff like that, and people are usually coming over to get his services. And I don't know who those people are. You know what I mean? They just hear about him and they want his services. So I feel like, now let me say this. If we ever started to experience like rolling blackouts or power starts to go out frequently or something like that, then I'll start pulling my panels in every night. I may not pull the ones in off of the porch because I feel like you got to be pretty brazen. But the ones in the yard, I feel like are kind of easy picking. I have a camera watching them. That camera is visible from my window. It sits up on my air conditioner, which I need to pull out of the window. So I don't know what I'm going to do when that's gone. But I have it on like a little, it should be fine. I should still be able to watch it. I'll just kind of prop it up. So at least people can see the camera watching them. So it's a deterrent. But yeah, I worry about it. Give me a second. Let me scroll up a bit. CH, thanks for the super chat. Great channel. Videos are very practical and informative. I read that backwards. If you want to learn real world solar stuff and not the typical sponsored hype videos or generic tabletop testing, this is the channel. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that greatly. And thank you for the super chat. Coins, I appreciate it. Okay, day one. Yeah, he's talking about solar stuff. Dominique Unique, which is local. She's local to the area. I love my air fryer. I just got done cooking my chicken. Oh man, nice.
That was the plan today, but
I feel like if you still have my number, Dominique, text me a picture. I want to stay in the loop. Hey, Audrey.
yeah, there's a learning curve.
Diva says there is a learning curve on the air fryer. You'll be okay.
Thank you.
2%. You're doing good. That EV70 is nice. I just noticed that the EV70 doesn't have quick charge. I did not know that. I plugged in like my kids' phones, which are like my old phones. It's like the Moto G7 Power because the battery lasts for days. I got them free from Metro for porting numbers in, which is something I do intentionally. And they charge through turbo power or the quick charge at about 18 watts or 16 watts or something like that. And the EV70 don't do that. I was a little. Actually, another thing I don't like about the EV70, and when I get time, I'm gonna record like update videos. They may all be like updates about a bunch of my like staple power stations, like my EcoFlow, my EV70, my 120. I think that's all my real. Yeah, the main ones about the updates. I don't like that the EV70 has the AC ports, the 4 of them, the 2 normal and the 3 fake grounded ones. There's a lip on it that stops you from using a wall wart. So essentially what I had to do is I already have these. I love these kinds of things. I had to plug this in so that I could plug in wall warts, and that's why I have this kind of stuff. So I was like annoyed by that, but I have stuff like this, so it works out. Speaking of the EV70, which is the Bouge RV dip, I kind of want to try out those Bouge RV panels. I emailed them and they have a ticketing system on their dip. So they were like, "Thank you for contacting us. We'll get back to you." And I want to see if they actually get back to me. Led, if you happen to stumble in, I need to hook up, man. You could be the plug. No expectations, but it'd be nice to check out those Bouge RV panels. I'm curious about them because they keep talking about these 9B connectors. So this is what the Jackery does when it's dying, which I think is cool. That's a nice little touch. The screen blinks on and off. All right, I'm running my trap. Let me see what y'all snapping about. Miss Jenny says, "I love that Anchor 521 for sure." Did you get it? I know. I feel like you talked about it last time. Lit No Regret says he loves using his air fryer for chicken wings, babe. Day One Fisher says, "Dang, 17. I'd happily take one off your hands, and I'd happily give it to you, sir." So Diva says she wants one more. You were talking about switching out your like Delta, your EcoFlow River, like the Pro. I would love to do that. I need to do a test on this EcoFlow river. I think Eddie T on the last live talked about how his EcoFlow, if you don't turn it off at night, it just drains. And I'm experiencing that. So I need to test that. What's up, Tony? Tony says you're going to love that air fryer. Linda says, not crazy. I have two, waiting on funds to get the Blue Eddy AC 200p. Now, I don't know. I guess, with the AC 200 Max having its issues with that reverse polarity, which is on a port that a lot of people won't use. I don't know how. I'm not crazy about the AC 200p. Linda, also keep in mind that Maxoak.net, I can't vouch for them. A Gilbert, I believe, ordered something from them. I should have ordered something just because I have a YouTube channel. I was thinking about talking with my man Wayne about that to see what his thoughts, but I feel like I should have got like an EV150 for like $300 something, like $400. It's like, dang, I should have did that. I should have did that just so I could be the one who's like the guinea pig. But I haven't paid off my EV120 yet, so I was like, I'ma chill. Okay. Is it okay to do or does damage to the units? I assume, Chloe, you're talking about the daisy chaining. I'll scroll down to see if you respond to me. Do you have a good source for MC4 extension cables? You must have a ton of them. I have a good bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 sets, 5 sets or something like that. No, I had a short that I wanted to put out, which was basically me going through kind of trying to pick cables. I just look at the reviews. I look at the price per foot. And then I weigh in whether or not they can ship to me fast. And if it's a brand I'm somewhat familiar with or one I've ordered from in the past, like Greeley or whatever. I don't order from them too much. Tenamac to Mac. What's the people? HQST. I've ordered quite a few of their cables. So, as long as it has good reviews, good stars, and the price per watt looks good, and I could get it relatively fast with shipping, that's kind of the way that I lean. I don't go off the beaten path, though. And I don't buy like Renogy or people who they're priced outrageously. I'm not a fan of that. Shiva says she wants the EcoFlow. What is a wall wart? This is not a good example of one, but essentially what you'll have is a device, and it'll have the 2 prongs on it, and then your cable will come out of the bottom. So that thing has to go into the wall, and it'll cover the port, and it hangs down. So with the EB70, it has a little bit of it has a lip. So you kind of have to have it like that. And that's just ridiculous. So I put the extender on it to get away from it. I don't have one right here at the moment. I don't even like wall warts, but it is what it is. Linda says, I live in Florida and I trust no one. All right. Day one says, you have enough panels. Why not put them on the roof? My neighbor, I was just talking to my neighbor about that. And I was just like, man, I'm greedy. That's why. I don't want, I do have good neighbors. I'm intentional about cultivating relationships with my neighbors, though. I've always been like a community minded guy. So I got to know my neighbors on purpose. I especially, want to develop community with Black people because I feel like that's something we've lost. So wherever I live, I try to get a little bit of it back. Flash Zone Photo says, yes, you can get solar through the windshield. Yeah, I don't want them on my roof, man. I need them to face east, then south, then west. Is that how it goes? Sun rises in the east, sets in the west? I think so. I didn't pay attention a lot in school. I was bored. I was just about to say that it will be the visitors to the neighborhood that may walk away with your panels. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna figure something out. Like if stuff ever gets sketchy, I'll figure something out. If I know that they have mounting holes on them, I was thinking about looking into Kensington locks for computers. They're not immediate. They're not really strong, but I just needed to be a deterrent. I needed to not be easy. And if ever someone ever tries to walk away with my panels, first of all, you got to know what you're doing. I don't think a lot of people know what they're doing. Then you have to come. I'm not going to tell y'all how to steal my panels, but you got to know what you're doing. Y'all know what them connectors are like. The cables are attached to something. You got to know what you're doing, or you got to come ready to take them, you know? So I'm going to try and figure out some way to attach it. If I have to do a cinder block and put a chain around it and figure out a way to get something into that frame, they're going to either have to damage them or something. I mean, you know, and it is what it is if somebody takes them. I'm not that hard up about possessions. The money sucks, but you know, it happens. MJ says I'm still Detroit to the bone and I guard everything. I ain't mad at that. I was just about to say, yeah, but you know, someone may say, hey, what's that thing in the backyard? Maybe worth some money somewhere. The crazy part is not they're not worth a lot of money once you take them. And then they're stolen. So it's like, you're not going to get a whole lot of coin for them. I kind of almost want to say that, like, these panels are not that expensive. Please don't steal my panels. Please. I love you. All right. So Felix says, FYI, a new kind of solar panel is being tested in water scarce regions. Check zero mass water, provides power and pulls water from the area and at the same time. Something to perhaps look into. Yeah. It's like, man, 2-Bit Da Vinci and Undecided with Matt Farrell, they're always talking about things that are being tested and possibly deployed, but we'll see, you know, we'll see. Amazon got very brazen when the situation starts. Okay. What's up, Wayne? Babe, Wayne says hi. I didn't do anything special, just cut it into pieces and cooked it. Oh, okay. Well, I dig that. Dominique's talking about her chicken. I think you can't have enough power stations. I feel very unprepared and want more. Well, Linda, when you have 17, you have too many. You have too many. And it's more so like they start to get redundant. Like I have the Energizer 300, I have the Jackery 300, I have the Go Labs R300, and I have the Rock Pals 300. I do not need 4 300-watt power stations. So my process of elimination is the Jackery charges at almost 100 watts. It supports dual charging. I just bought it, so I'm not going to give that away. It's dope. Uh, the Rock Pals charges at 72 watts of solar. So that is my favorite for throwing outside on a 100-watt panel, especially an HPSC panel, because they put out about that much, especially in this weather. Then we have the Energizer. The Energizer is a keeper because it has that 100-watt dual bi-directional PD port, and it's LiFePO. The Go Labs is LiFePO, but it only charges at 60 watts. It doesn't support dual charging. You know what I mean? It's like, so that one I feel like is the weakest of the bunch. The Jackery doesn't have LiFePO, but that makes it lighter. The Rockfells doesn't have LiFePO, but that makes it lighter. The Go Labs fan also kind of runs every now and then. The Jackery is relatively quiet for small loads. The Rockfells is relatively quiet. The Energizer is essentially, in my opinion, the Go Labs. They're both the same. So their fans run the same, their screens beep the same, the screen looks the same, they have the same weird net output calculator. They pretty much use very similar technology. So it's like, and here's the thing, if I have them, I'm gonna try and use them. And that makes me work because I'm like, okay, well, the smart list is full. Let me grab the Go Labs and bring it outside and put it on a 100-watt panel. Or I got the 50-watt sun power. Let me bring that outside and put the Sateki on it. And it's like, I got the X-Star 100-watt panel. Let me put that on the boom, boom, boom. So it's just like, man, I want to be generous. I know it's going to be work to keep them. It's redundancy. I'm getting into the bigger power stations. So it's like, I'll give them to my viewers. And then y'all can start y'all collection with one that didn't cost you much, but maybe some shipping. Yeah, it's on my list this week. Okay, Miss Jenny's talking about the Anchor, I suppose. I want an EcoFlow River Pro too, but not really. I just want it because it has more capacity. My Delta Mini does drain like that. Also, really, Dominique says her Delta Mini. Delta Mini, which one is that one? That's the one that was like $900. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, man. Yeah, I feel like in my mind, I'll go to bed and it'll be at like 40%, and then I'll wake up and it'll be at like 26 or 20, or it'll be at 30%. And I'll wake up and it'll be at like 14. What is going on there? Now, 20% of the EcoFlow Delta Max is only about 100, maybe 100. What, I always make this harder than it has to be. 56, 56, 112. So it's 112 watts. So I guess, man, it just seems like what is it doing? I turned my screen off because I thought the screen was a problem. I would always have the screen on. But one thing that once you turn that EcoFlow on, those ports, your USB ports, all of those are live. They're live all the time. I wonder if that's using power. It's the whole thing. I don't even have it connected to wireless. All right. I feel like I got to get through my list because I won't be on here super long. What time are we looking at? Okay, half hour. All right. Just to repeat for guys who came later, I am going to, on this live, give away, I'm not going to give it away, but it's up for grabs, the Aguei portable power station. I'll put timestamps where I talked about like what's going on here. All you need to do is follow the instructions that I will lay out at some point in the video again, but they're also in my last video where you can listen to them multiple times. So you just need to be here. You need to comment. You need to make a mental note, a written note of when you commented. Even if you comment just right now, just talk about, yeah, I commented around 37 minutes and 15 seconds. You know what I mean? And that'll enter you when you comment after the live. Like, I need a real comment on the video, not this live chat. This live chat I can't pick from. And then in a few days or so, or whatever, I don't know, I'll pick somebody and I'll let you know if you want it or not. And then we'll figure out shipping and all that jazz. Okay. Darlene says, I have been recharging my EcoFlow from the wall. Will be the first time using the solar panel this weekend if I'm not working. I dig that. You think the EB150 is better than what? Oh, I guess the EcoFlow. I like different power stations for different reasons. The Eco 150 is one that always comes to mind when people ask me about 1,000 watt hours, and it also can take in on paper 500 watts of solar, and it can go up to 60 volts of solar input, which is not a lot. It's not a lot, but you can at least put two panels in series. If they're like 21 volts open circuit, that gets you up to 40 volts. You should be able to put 3 panels in series, but I haven't tested that. What's going on, Joe Tyson? Limiting factor with the EB150 is the 1,000 watt inverter only. Yeah, that 1,000 watt inverter. It's kind of like cool to have it, but very few things use 1,000 watts. So you need to be at about like 1,600, 1,800, 2,000 to really cover a lot of things in your home. Diva said something about her EcoFlows. Kimberjack, we appreciate that generosity. Thank you for that. What's up, bro farmer? What's happening? Are you going to get a solar powered fridge? That phrase triggers something in my brain because I'm really technical. It's like, I don't know what that. I guess they talk about how they can charge from solar panels or something. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get back to that fridge comment in a second. Wayne says 17 is way too many. Hardy har. The download, what's happening, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Gonna tow my home behind my Harley e-bike. Oh, Sister B, what's happening? Beautiful family. Like to hear and see the children. I'm looking to buy the Renogy flexible 200 watt. Can you use something to prop it up so it gets decent wattage? Can I put it in a window? The Renogy flexible 200 watt. I'm not familiar with that. I didn't know there was a 200 watt flexible. Flexible or folding. And then a 200 watt folding panel is interesting as well. Hey, Stellata, I'm good. All is well. Linda Lamone, cut those cables, yeah, but a thief don't care how much they're worth. When times get hard, someone's gonna be eyeing those babies. I believe that. I also have a bit of cover. The only thing is the traffic. That's my only hiccup. The traffic, because I have like trees and stuff kind of blocking what's going on, so you can't really see them plainly. But I will start putting them in if it starts getting real. Regenerative. I made concrete pole mounts made from PVC cinder blocks and poured concrete 5 feet tall on axis mounts. That sounds intense. I just ordered 4 HUST mono panels. I'm hoping they perform well in the winter in Michigan. You know, the cold weather and gray days. Yeah, I did that. 4 of them, they'll get you something. Just assume that on your worst day, you'll get 10% output. So you got 4 of them, you get about 40 watts. Laughing at Donald's comment. If someone wants to sell them, you know they're gonna. If someone wants them to sell, you know they're just gonna, I guess, cut them cables. Yeah, I dig it. Linda Lamone. I always say Lamone. How do you say your last name? Is that an L? I assume that's an L, but maybe it's not. Let's just go with Linda. You seem to be a good neighbor, smart guy, and very helpful to this community. Thank you, Linda. Listen, Fred Vaughn says so many cables. I started trying to color code them. I have so many cables from these power stations. I start putting them in Ziploc bags. That's not the first time I've done that. I organize my USB cables that way. I've been into like power and watts for a very long time. Hey, Saya, you're being too loud, man. So I put like all my 2 amp cables in the bag, all my 1 amp cables, all my cables rated at 1.5 amps. So now with my power stations, I just put them all into Ziploc bags for each device. And I didn't do that the whole time. So I have some things that are not quite together, but for the most part, most of my newer ones, they're in Ziploc bags. All right. Abdullah, how much? I'll buy it from you. I need it. You need the Aguei? Hey, Miss Queen. Good to see you. I haven't been to your channel in a while. You making new videos? Look into, yeah, we'll see. Wayne says look into the I think it's I feel 400. Actually, ITEHIL. They have a panel that somebody mentioned, and it's on sale. They have a folding panel, 100 watt. It's on sale for $150. What you doing? Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not in the U.S. Okay, Abdullah, that feels weird. But much like Sleeper, if you want to figure out something, I got capacity in that regard. I wonder how much it would cost to like ship something to you. We could work something out within reason. I don't know you all that well as some of my other commenters, but you know what I mean? I wonder how much shipping and all that would cost to wherever you are. And if you're willing to spend it, I'll try and figure out how to get it to you. Like somebody was in Alaska, and then I remember one of my viewers was like in Washington. And it was like, well, maybe we figure out something with that person. So that person shipping from Washington to Alaska, it'll be better. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just be trying to help people, you know? Day One says, yo, that EB240 for 500 looks juicy. Has anyone on here tried ordering from Maxoak? A. Gilbert ordered, I think he ordered a 240 on the last live. So if he pops in, and he's always around here, I asked him to let me, I asked him to let me know how it goes. So when he lets me know, I'll let y'all know. Steven says, how's it going, brother? Hope everyone's doing great. I'm going to be listening in, going to go out and get the garden ready for the potential frost. I dig that. Thanks for hanging out, Steven. I appreciate it. Okay. No, it's an I, pronounced Anoni. Ah, Linda Anoni. I dig it. I have to commit that to memory. Me, new videos. Oh man, what's up, prepping on the creek? I have 6 power stations and I feel like I need more. Oh, please elaborate, man. Please elaborate. Prepping on the creek, real quick. I commented on your video. Sometimes YouTube doesn't notify me when people respond, but I wanted to make sure that you go into your channel settings and make sure you have prepping on the creek, prepping with a G on the creek, and prepping with the apostrophe on the creek, so that when people hear that it's from here or anywhere and they search for you, they can find you. What's up, Byron? Carmelie, I bought a 700-watt microwave in hopes of using it with my Blue 8700 watts power station. I haven't tested it yet. Hobotech, in one of his videos, had a 700-watt microwave, and he said it still used like 1,000. I think, don't quote me on that. It was one of his much older, I think it was the EV150 video. I think. Auntie Blessings, what's happening? Good to see you. But I feel like prepping on the creek, you have a good spread too. You know what I mean? When you start getting to a point where companies start to send you stuff and you start to get ones that are like redundant and they're not quite your favorite anymore and they just sit somewhere, I feel like you may be compelled to like give them away to like your family or your friends and stuff like that. That's, it's also the limitations, because what happens is, well, also with consideration for me, I don't have a power hungry house either. Like I don't really need it. Now, I was thinking about powering my internet and stuff like that. And I do kind of feel like it would be nice to have 1 or 2 extras, but the channel is growing. I'm inevitably, in whatever it means, inevitably going to be sent more power stations to review. So it's like, I don't think I'm ever going to be hurting for power stations. And I'm being very strategic about it in terms of what I'm giving away and why I'm giving them away and all that jazz. We talked about that. I still have not ordered a 12-volt heating blanket. Diva sent me one that she likes. The only reason why I didn't jump on it is because I be chilling. My logic is to find something. If it's like, so the one she sent me was like $35, but I've seen some around $90. So I feel like I kind of want one for around $50. So I want to like see what the settings and features are, and then I could spend like $50, $60. That way I could get a nicer one. That's not the absolute cheapest. I know somebody, I think it was, it doesn't matter. Somebody was saying they got one for like $20, and it's like, I don't know if I want the one for $20. I'm super picky though. I am bringing in my LifePo from my van for the winter and using that to charge my EcoFlow for emergencies. Fred Vaughn, that's interesting. So I imagine you mean you're bringing in your LifePo for a battery from your van, and then you're going to use it to charge your EcoFlow for emergencies. And then how are you going to charge it? You're just going to bring it back out to the van to hook it up to your charge controller? Or are you going to try and figure out something in the house to use it? Are you going to buy a battery charger so that you can charge it from your power station? You know what I mean? That stuff is interesting to me. Hey, Dakota. Abdullah says, bro, it's literally impossible to buy a generator. I tried to get one in the last 8 months. It's always out of stock. I imagine that stuff is going to cost to ship, but you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. All right, let me get caught up here. Yes, it works pretty good. Another thing, Diva's talking about the heated blanket. I'm not buying one for just me. I need to be able to use it with me and my wife. So I need a larger one. That's another hurdle that I'm trying to get over. Most of them are like 50 by 40. And it's like, Rick says, I'm done buying solar generators. I have enough. It's time to buy panels. I'm going to enjoy listening back to this live. I love solar so much, guys. I listen to my own lives. I enjoy listening to people talk about it and who are informative. And I happen to talk about it and I'm informative, so I listen to it myself. Prepping on the Creek. If I get to that point, I will give them away too. But I would like to have each one in each room for lights and phones. I dig that 100%. We don't have that many rooms, so 17 has me covered pretty good. And then it's like some of my power stations don't even move. My EcoFlow doesn't move. My EB120 doesn't move. The Bull Bat doesn't really move. I'll pull it up sometimes because it's just down there getting charged, and then it charges power stations, but it powers up pretty well. And my EB70 doesn't even move. So if I just count the ones that just are free floating right here, you got the Jackery, the Go Labs, the Oops, the Energizer. That's 4. Got the Aguei, which is gonna be gone, but I got the Big Blue, the other Oops, and then I got the Tech Os. The Tech Os is gonna be given away too. So I'm kind of like I'm kind of, Smartless is over there, the Rock Pals is over there, and yeah, it's like, and those the EB70, the EcoFlow, the EB120 are in my main solar zones. The only zone that doesn't have solar that I can kind of put out there too is my upper level, and I could do that. I got enough panels to do that as well. But then it's like after a certain point, um, it's I don't know, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Because then I've reached a good bit of synergy where my power stations, they don't really get full because I use them. So to have other ones around for the off chance that I need to power dump into them, I much rather power dump into a 500-watt power station than a 300-watt power station, or a 600-watt power station than a 300-watt. It's just, I don't know. And then charging at 60 watts is basically going to be on the power station all day. Just like, no, you know what? One of my viewers can have it. They can take it. Oh, okay. Now I forgot how to say it. Oh man, I feel like I forgot how to say your last name. At least should be good. It works with the blah 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 blah. All right, Abdullah. Email me, man. We'll figure something out. It may not be feasible, but I'll try. Watch that link you suggested in IG. Very good information. Gave me something to ponder upon. Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. I He was talking about, I didn't commit it to memory because I was just casually listening, but one of those solar panels are like, he was like, it's the best buy for the budget because it performs like some that are more expensive and it's not that off from the super dope ones like the LGs and the sun power cells. But I don't know if it was like Jenko or Canadian Solar or something. So I have to watch that video again so I can kind of pull out. But it doesn't matter to me as much because I know I'm not going to necessarily find those panels in my market. And I'm not sure I'm going to buy panels. So I'm going to find a 400-watt panel. Hopefully I'm going to probably find it used or kind of new. And then I'll probably get it for like $200, 175. And then I'm going to be cool. So I don't have to be super picky, but it's good to know what's going on. What's up, D? Okay. D Jones, what's happening? Did you say free power stations? Yes, Miss Queen. I'll be giving away power stations. Hey, Saya and JoJo, I need y'all to go play in the living room. Saya and JoJo, I need y'all to go play in the living room. Okay. Basora says I now have 5 power stations. That's what's up. Yeah, it works pretty good. You can get a larger one for about $50. My blanket is 45 by 60. Look at the wattage on the 12-volt blankets. That's another problem. Flash zone photo. I hate that these devices don't tell you how many watts they use. That annoys me. It almost just makes me want to, like, in some ways start a channel just to talk about stuff from Amazon because Amazon's descriptions are like not that great. It annoys me to no end. So now I don't even know how much power these devices are using. Some devices say it, and I don't have time to be ordering stuff to send it back. I hate returning stuff. I like to think about my stuff. What did it say? Measure twice, cut once. I'm all about that. My wife, on the other hand, she just cuts all willy nilly. But I'm really measured in that way. So I just, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. All right. Shots of hobby, what's happening? All in the soul, what's going on, man? Always good to see you, bro. Always. That 9 watt usage annoys me too. It's crazy, man. Did you say a 400 watt panel for $175? Post that when you find it. I kind of, there's a listing here, but I gotta buy like a good bit of them. But the dude was willing. It wasn't 400 watts. It was 300 watts. It was a 320 watt panel. I could pretty much get it for $200, which is a good deal from just keeping it a buck. But I want it for like 150, 175. And I'm not pressed, so it's just like, I'll wait to do it out. And I hope he gets the money he's asking for it. But if you want to get money from me, I want 175, fam. Because I want to feel good about it. Is that a new camera? It's new to me. No, my little bro, unofficially. This is a Canon T3i. He gave it to us for our vlog channel, which is very generous of him. And I wasn't happy with the quality of my webcam. It's a good webcam. It's a Logitech C920, I believe. Super popular webcam, but it just doesn't look that great, man. It's all weird. So I thought lights was the way. I was like, let me look into lights and stuff like that. But then I remembered that I have this and you could connect it to a computer with the software. So I downloaded the software and I wanted to try because I knew it was going to at least look a little bit better. And I think it looks pretty good. Next year, I'll start buying more panels. Want to put at least 600 watts on my RV and another 1,000 watts for the home. I hope prices and technology gets better next year. I'm looking back like, are you minding your shirt?
Yep.
Good job, baby. Proud of you. It's our anniversary week. Well, happy anniversary, Miss Queen.
Oh, you know what? Ours is coming up too.
Ours is coming up.
Wow, happy anniversary week. What was that?
No, we're not going to celebrate the anniversary week. We're not going to do that. Happy anniversary on your anniversary. You don't get a whole week. Congratulations from me, Miss Queen. Love you like a play cousin, but you're not getting a whole week from me. People who do that are weirdos. Oh man, no days off. I ordered a Blue Eddy PV200 portable solar panel last week on Black Friday. It was expensive, but well worth it. I was able to get 160 watts. Yeah, I mean, how much did you get it for? I don't think I've ever seen it for $200. $200 is the cheapest I've seen their other panel. But if it was around $200, it was a good look. My husband got me a new bottle of perfume. I wanted a new GU and solar power something, but at least I'm going to smell cute. Jinko says, Starlotta says Jinko was a brand that was like really good, budget friendly, but performed very close to. Now, the Big Blue, Miss Jenny, I really like that thing. I think it did a lot of things well, but it don't have pass-through charging. So it's a big, like, it cannot be your primary device. It would have to be like your tertiary device. I learned that about a year or two ago. I don't even think it could be your secondary device. It has to be like in addition to you having some core workhorse powered things, but I really like it. It like lasts for a very long time. The screen is great. Oh, I'm over my time. Okay, babe, you got it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not. I'm not over my time. I'm at time. I'm 59 minutes, 20 seconds. I'm at time. I'm not over. I'm a man. I'm logical, so I'm being technical right now. Y'all see how she be clowning?
I feel like there's grace. There's a little bit of grace.
There's a little bit of grace. Thank you, babe, for that little bit. Oh, GUN. Okay, I'm not gonna say that one, Miss Queen. I feel like lead. I'm channeling lead and not using my words because these people be wilding about that stuff. Thank you for grace, baby. I said thank you for grace, baby. Diva says her blanket pulls 65 watts surging. That's more watts. Okay, so another thing I ran into with the blankets, guys, is that they say that basically a lot of them, the reviews, they'll say that they only get warm or hot on the highest setting. The other settings are basically useless. So I don't know, man. Robert says you are getting booted out. No, I'm not. I'm not getting booted. But I told my wife that I would stick to the time that I said I would be within those parameters. So I want to set a precedent of sticking to my time more than going over my time. Because what will happen is I'll say I'm gonna be about 90 minutes and then it'll go for like 120 minutes. And in some ways she's okay with that in the moment. She's not completely okay with it, but she's like more okay. But then when I say, hey, I'd like to go live this evening, it kind of stings a little bit because in her my track record is to go over my time. So I want to start being at my time more than anything. Oh no, I've got the Energizer 320 and getting the Anchor 5. I guess I'll ask that for the pass through. Pile up the regular old blankets. They work fine. Yeah, they do, Linda. But I have all of these power stations. I get free power, quote unquote, from the sun. And it's like, if I could be warm and cozier from my power station and not running up my electric bill, I'm all about that. Diva, you're also in Texas, though. So your blanket's ability to provide warmth to you may be a little bit easier. That's a northern flex. I'm from New Orleans, by the way. Hey, Allie Joe. Looking for a blanket, too. Look at the kick blanket. Hey, Ive, can you please explain reversing the polarity on the SAE to MC4 adapter? Lead Farmer 73 has a video on that, changing the polarity. I understand it technically. It's like, you're positive and negative, you need to flip them. And so those Harbor Freight panels have SAE connectors, and you can get an SAE to MC4, but then that adapter comes with something that reverses the polarity, so that it can work with your power station. That's essentially what I believe I ran into with the Bull Bats cable. The positive and negative were reversed. So when I plugged them into my panels, they didn't provide power. I'm not a professional or anything. Now, I don't live in Louisiana. I'm from New Orleans. What's up, Hilo? Hey, happy wife. Radiant. Okay, yeah, I answered that question to the best of my ability. Lead Farmer 73. Look up his Harbor Freight video. He has a video about reversing the polarity. Candace L, what's happening? Robert, I don't subscribe to Happy Wife, Happy Life. Like an internet friend of ours says, happy spouse, happy house. So happy wife, happy life. We talked about, we had a whole conversation about that on one of the lives. I'm not. All right, Miss Queen, it's always good to see you. Whose birthday was it? Nobody. Miss Queen, her anniversary is kind of around this time. So her and her husband are celebrating that. I'm in Florida, so 1 or 2 blankets works for me. I dig that. All right, I'm good. I've covered all of that. We had a minute 4, an hour 4. I talked about. I didn't get a chance to talk about the food warmers. Led was talking about food warmers on his video. I want to look into those. I started to look into those, and I may buy one for like $25. I have links to a couple of things that I talked about in the description of this video. I put them in there before I started the live. And one of those food warmers is in there if y'all wanted to check that out. I recorded my oops video today, so I'm gonna edit it up, and I hope to put it out tomorrow. So that's gonna be interesting. It may not come out tomorrow because it just depends. The whole journey with oops was interesting. So, but the second one works. Oh, I do want to. So I think the next thing I'm going to give away, it's going to be a weird one. I imagine not a lot of people are going to enter, but it's up to you. I'm going to give away my wackery. I'm pretty much done with that one. It hasn't had power given to it in a while. Now, here's the thing about the wackery, which is the fake jackery, which is the chiffon YW500. It's basically a piece of junk, but it does work. And by work, I mean you can charge it from the AC adapter. It holds 500 watt hours of battery capacity on paper, and the 12-volt works well, in my opinion. So if you need it like a power dump, it's free. You know what I mean? If you have a power station, let's say you have the EcoFlow or the EB70, and that's your own like 2%. She only has the EB70. If she got that wackery and she had panels hooked up to her EB70, and her EB70 got full, let's say like 1 o'clock in the day, she could hook up she could just charge the wackery because they both take 8mm. So I think that's the next one I'm going to give away on the live. And by that time, I'll have this whole process kind of figured out. So I'll know how much shipping kind of costs, and I'll have an idea. So today is the Aguei. The next one will either be the Go Labs or the Jackery, the Wackery. All right. Let me see what y'all comments are saying. Then I'm going to dip. Chiffon gets me. Oh, she's right to the point. With you for the queen. Happy anniversary week. Stop that. Anniversary week. And stop it. Food warmers. No, Auntie Blessings. They're like 12. They're called lunch warmers or something like that, but they're food warmers. You can put like your meal in there. It seems to take about 35 to 45 minutes off of 12-volt, which means it doesn't use that much power because 12-volt car adapters only put out about 120 watts. It's the same thing on your power stations. So yeah, you have so many channels to catch up on. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, MJ. Diva says she bought a food warmer too. I know I buy everything. Diva, your house is stacked. All right. I got to purchase longer cables. Where should I go, to eBay or Amazon? I go to Amazon. That's what I do. eBay's fine though. eBay's like gotten a lot more legit recently. Like manufacturers have like real stores on eBay. So P-Low, I've never heard of Earth Engine. I just had a new grandbaby Saturday, had another one and another in February. So I'm blessed this year, despite I feel you. Tell Mike I say hello. Okay, cool. All right, I'm good to go. Thanks, Day One Fishing. All right. If y'all want the Aguei, comment now. Pay attention to what your comment time is. After I end the live, then at some point go and comment when you commented on the live so I can verify that you are here. And that helps me to verify that you are a subscriber because only subscribers can comment on my lives. And then a couple of days, I'll pick a comment, and then that person will have a week to contact me after I let them know they win. To figure out all the stuff, all the things. I think I'm speaking to all of that properly. All right, I'm gonna hang out in the chat for a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. Yeah. Later, folks.